Hello everyone's. I am here for Basketball Wives Season 8 Episode 9. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you're a family member, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. Now y'all, this episode was a huge game of telephone. Who said this? He said, she said, she said, jumbled up in a whole hour of an episode. So first off, we're going to start with Malaysia and Kiersten taking their kids to Sky Zone. Now, my nephews are 10 and 12, and Sky Zone, that is their place to go. Jump on them multiple trampolines in the building. They can do that for hours. Even my brother, his grownness, be trying to get up there and jump on that trampoline because, you know, he got to show out so that he can still do a backflip and front flips back and forth. You know, he still got it. He used to do that when we was little, like back in 93 when we would go to my grandma's house because my auntie had a 14-foot trampoline. Soon as we would get to my grandma's house, we'd come in and say hi to everybody, then fly out there to that trampoline and be jumping for hours. Now, 8-year-old Lady T would have loved Sky Zone because I was all about jumping on the trampoline. I could have done that for hours. Present day me, not so much. I can't even last 5 minutes. I jumped for 5 minutes on the trampoline. I was doggone breathing. I couldn't hardly catch my breath. I was tired. I was like, see, this for the little kids. And this ain't for me right here. But I was like, okay, that's good. They hanging out with their kids and all that little stuff. So, Kiersten says that she wants to have a 90s theme party. Now, remembering some of the outfits that I was wearing in the 90s, I was like, yeah, I don't think that I would have worn what I would have worn. But, like, I could have seen me wearing some, like, the bright colors that TLC used to wear in their videos or something like that. But I was like, yeah, that was cool. I would have liked a 70s theme party because I would love to rock a big old afro because that was my aspiration, to have like a good little twist out fro when I first, you know, went all, well, I've been natural since 2001, but I was flat ironing my hair. But once I stopped flat ironing and just rocking the natural, I wanted to have a twist out fro, but my hair didn't want to, you know, cooperate. But I would love to have like a 70s theme party, be rocking a fro and some flat platform shoes and some bell bottoms. Yes, I would have loved a 70s theme party. But she was like, she's inviting everybody minus Cece. You know, her and Cece, they are not speaking. They are no longer cool. So Cece will not be invited. Since she and OG had like mended fences and they kind of came to a I'm tired of arguing and fighting with you type of situation. So OG is invited. So I was like, okay. But had they not mended fences, she wouldn't have been invited neither. So, OG tells Jackie and Jen how she has an issue with Cece. It's not that Cece was calling her ugly and manly looking. It's just the fact that you didn't own up to the fact that you said it. Now, granted, like, I would be mad that, like, we friends and like, you said something. It's not so much as you said something to me because at the time we wasn't friends. But, like, when I asked you about it and you lie about it, that's when the issue comes at hand. Now, Jackie, she out here talking about some dude, D and her, talk about, Jen was talking about Malaysia's kids in a negative way. Now, Jen was like, see, here you go again, me saying something, but like, Jen, you was out here saying things about people. You was saying things about Evelyn, you was saying things about Evelyn's daughter, and you have just recently, like as of 2 episodes ago, admitted that you said some things about her daughter. So, it's not out of the realm of things that you was saying some things about Malaysia and Malaysia's kids. So, let's move over to Cece and Byron. Cece tells Byron how Kiersten brought up texts from 2 years ago. Like, Kiersten had texted her after that party that she and OG got into it. And Cece responded, consoling her friend at the time. And this was before she even met OG. Like, OG and her shit, they ain't never been in the same room. And, like, why are you bringing these things up now? Is the kind of thing. I was like, that is a good question. Like, why didn't you bring these things up, like, the beginning of the season, last season? Like, oh, you and OG so friends, but did you tell OG you was calling her ugly? Because I got it in my text messages. Did you remember saying that? But it's like, I understand. You didn't know OG at the time. Kiersten was your future, daughter-in-law. you thought you was rocking with your friend, getting on her side like, yeah, this, that, and the third. But now that just come to bite you in the tail. What you did defending Kiersten is now jeopardizing your friendship that you have now with OG, basically. So, yeah, I don't know. It seemed like, not even now, but like Evelyn, she seemed like she kind of stalking OG social media. Because she was out somewhere, was it with Jackie and Phoebe, which Phoebe been working my nerves too. And Phoebe's like big toe was slipping out of her peep toe shoes. And she's like, did y'all see that picture of OG? It's like, oh my goodness, that big toe was hanging on for dear life. And I'm like, are you going through like all of OG's Instagram pictures so that you can see something so you can talk about it? Is this what we're doing now? Like, now that you've made up with Jen, you have to have something to do and it's talk about OG? It's like it was talking about OG and her clothes being fake, which means you had to, either you was scrolling through your Instagram search page or you was all up on OG's Instagram page. It's either one or the other. But now she didn't nickname OG Toji. I'm like, y'all gonna learn. Now, somehow we get to talking about, hold on, Evelyn, okay, this is how I wrote it down, and I didn't put the context to it. Like, Evelyn, remember when you told OG to don't be repeating what people told you? Because now I should put those, flip them, put one above the other. But anyway, now she talk about Tammy Ward. Jennifer told her how Tammy wore this outfit and some of her women's use got on this outfit and she couldn't buy it because her credit card was declined. And that's where I was saying how, remember you told OG when somebody tell you something, don't repeat it? Why are we not taking our own advice? Now Phoebe shading Tammy about her rapping old and how her daughter's helping her. Evelyn calls the person who Malaysia, Jackie and Jen was talking about Malaysia's kids. Now I'm like, okay, this sounding kind of made up because, like, I guess the person contacted Jackie on DM Jackie. It was like, hey, your friend ain't really your friend. That friend ain't friend of this person. They was out here spreading people's business, and I just thought you liked to know. Didn't contact any of the other girls. Didn't go to Malaysia herself personally, but went to Jackie. Now, Evelyn doesn't believe this person because it's like, is this Evelyn Ozada? Oh my goodness, you my girl, a bag of pearls. Yeah. Like, are you trying to get close to the groove? Like, what's good? Like, what's really good? He mentioned how, yes, she out here running around with some girl named Dominique. How, she got kicked out of her house. How she couldn't afford to live in L.A. And how she's leaving her kids at home. And all these other things. Just going on and on and on about Malaysia and Malaysia's kids. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't even know this was a few years ago. Didn't Malaysia get a good coin from her divorce? And she's getting paid on here. I'm not, granted, LA is expensive to live in. I've never lived there, but people have said, man, what you can get in like a small town, you couldn't even get none of like the house in LA for like $500,000. You can get that in a small town for like $150,000. So in LA, it is expensive to live there. That's why people be having multiple roommates, which ain't nothing wrong with that. If you're trying to get, you're not trying to pay a full doggone $5,000 rent, get you a few roommates if that's what you're trying to do. But Malaysia being kicked out of houses, I ain't believing that because she just closed on a house. On this episode was talking about that. So, like, I don't know who to believe at this time. But it's a big old game of telephone, like I said. Cece finally comes clean to OG about what she said and how it was out of line. She basically said, this is before we met. I said some things because I thought I was defending Kiersten because Kiersten and I were friends at the time, or so I thought. I feel really, really sorry for what I said, and I never should have said that. I was like, okay, Cece, we finally, saying what we said and apologizing for it and not, I don't remember saying that. It's like only so long you can keep on saying that. So let's move over to Tammy confronting Phoebe for about what she saying that she raps old, because Phoebe is saying like she an old school rapper, but Jackie brought it to her. It's like you too old to rap. It's like, I didn't say that. I didn't say you was washed up. I told you you are too old for rapping. Like, she's like, Jackie's starting to get on my nerves. It's like, I didn't really want to go back or care to go back to see if, yeah, well, I think she did say that, you know, she like rapping old school, but now that you too old to rap. But like, Phoebe, it ain't like you've been saying some things, throwing a rock and holding hat in your hands. So she's like, Jackie's starting to get on my nerves. She going back and tell everything. So this is when she's like, okay, so let's get the heat off of me. Let's go ahead and throw Evelyn in there. Let's go and say Evelyn, there's a lot of stuff being said about you. Evelyn said that, Evelyn said that your shoe was hanging, your big toe was hanging out your shoe, Tammy. Evelyn told me that Jennifer told her that you was wearing some pants and your lady juices got on it and you couldn't even afford to pay for them. So this is when Tammy was like, you know what? These girls have never respected me. She said, I'm out. Now, I don't blame Tammy for leaving this show because, one, she has a handful, not even a handful, maybe 2 or 3 people that she's cool with. She's cool with Malaysia. She's cool with OG. Jackie, you know, it depends on what type of day it is. She knows that Jennifer and her can never be friends. Evelyn and her can never be friends. She learned that Shawnee is not her friend. She learned that last season when Evelyn was constantly talking about the way Evelyn walked. Evelyn was constantly talking about the way that Tammy walked, and Shawnee was getting a big ha-ha, laughing, shaking, stomach hurting, whoo, all that. But when Tammy said something about Evelyn in her little comedy, says, girl, you shouldn't say that. See, that's when Tammy knew she and Shawnee were real friends. So this is like, you know what? That was the straw that broke the camel's back. So, where am I at? Because I kind of lost it. Okay. Yes, oh yes, but she walked off. Now, Kiersten catches Malaysia up to speed. But for some reason, now she's adding that the dude said that your keys was dirty. Now, I don't remember that being part of what the dude said. But like I said, we playing telephone. We add a little bit. We taking a little bit out. So Evelyn chimes in like, we don't know if Dominique has spread these things, but we know Jackie has told other people. She shouldn't be running her mouth. Ask her why she didn't come to you instead of going to the other people in the circle. Now, granted, like if somebody told you this and you thought it was true, go to that person that they was talking about. Not on camera, pull them to the side like, look here, girl, I don't know how true this is, but this man DM'd me and saying that Jen was saying A, B, C, D, E, F, G about you and your kids and your mothering skills. Now, right off the bat, soon as Jen and Dominique get there, she want to know was they talking about her kids. And Dominique was like, hold up, I don't even know your kids like that, and that is not how I roll. Well, Jackie asked me if I said A, B, C, and B, A, B, C, D, E, F, G about you. So now we got to confront Jackie. Jackie and Malaysia are like this, like face to face. Malaysia, she is hot as fish grease right now, like, what's going on? Jackie's like, what are you talking about? So, like, see, they trying to bring out the old Jackie. Jackie's friend in the background, we don't even know who he is or why he's there. He jumps in like, you not finna talk about my friend like that. Malaysia's like, I don't care who you are. I'm talking to Jackie, I ain't talking to you. So I would hope Jen ain't doing this, you know, saying these things and then trying to push it off on Jackie. I would really hope not, but like, Jen, you've been out here doing some mess. And I would hope Jackie's not that messy to be starting and lying about some stuff like this. Like, I don't know why she would have to lie about something like this. It's not like Jen did anything to her, like, I'm going to get back at Jennifer and Dominique because they did this. And Malaysia already don't like Jennifer, so yeah, this would be my, I just don't know. It's hard to tell. Like, it was so many, like, girl, I heard this. But I was really side-eyeing Evelyn because she was telling OG not mere 2 episodes ago, when people tell you something, just don't be out here repeating it. But when it was something about Tammy, you was quick to come out here and repeat it. So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so you can click it, you can like it, you can share it with your people. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.